We're live, pal. Welcome to
Go for the Pin. Go for the Pin Wrestling Review Show.
With your boys, Mikey Q and
King V, aka Ember Moon Knight, aka Michelle McCool Running, aka Summer Ray Charles,
Mikey Q and King V.
King V, what's going on, homie?
Give your energy and feed that vibe into the world.
Mike, you still owe me a chopped cheese.
I mean,
Hey, Mike.
Go for it,
We're live, pal. Welcome to Go for the Pin, episode 97, with your boys, Mikey Q and
King V, aka Ghostface Killer Kowalski. And if I use that already, whatever, to quote Mariah Carey, I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got.
Okay, tonight we have a very special guest in the building. All right, JobberSlam 2 goes down this weekend. All right, August 20th, Brooklyn. Tickets are on sale right now. But you know what? I'm not gonna tell you anything else. I'm gonna let co-principal owner of Battle Club Pro and co-owner of the Fallout, Joakim Morales, is in the building. Yeah.
What's up, guys? Always love to be back.
Always. Welcome back. How you feeling?
Welcome.
I'm good. Excited for this weekend.
JobberSlam 2 this weekend.
Not just JobberSlam 2, though. Black Girl Magic, that Friday night, man.
Yes.
I'm doing what I can to help spice out with that. I'm hoping that's a big success.
Well,
it will be. It will be.
Definitely will be. What are some of the matches on that card?
Main event, you got Karen Bam Bam versus Trisha Dora. You got Thick and Juicy 2.0 versus Maserati in Australia. Bonesaw versus Jordan Blade. It's a really nicely put together card. You got a triple threat. You got Gia Scott versus Damaris Dawkins. I like it. You know,
I love Damaris. Yeah. She's really cool. I want to get on the show soon, but we might work that out. Okay, so Black Girl Magic goes down Friday in the same venue.
Yeah.
Same venue. What time is bell time for that show?
Black Girl Magic's bell is 8:00. Tickets are still on sale right now through Eventbrite. And yeah, like last year, it was a success being the first one. This year, I really wanted to help spice as much as I could for it to be a huge success. I think it will be.
Definitely.
The message, the platform, everything behind it, like it's just one of those things. Like I've talked about with your podcast, with Jobber Tears and True Heels, and what I try to do on our own platform. Like it's about us. So it's a beautiful message. I wanted to help last year. Unfortunately, things happened and I wasn't allowed to, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, this year it's going to be a huge success.
Definitely. So if you guys are in the New York City area, support both shows. Okay,
Make
Fridays.
Make
a weekend of it.
Make a weekend of it.
Speaking of a weekend of it, King V will be King V will be up at Battle Club Pro this weekend. JobberSlam 2. King
You got
V.
some great sweatpants?
I won't be
transition.
participating in that. Participating in that.
Joe, why don't you elaborate?
Yeah.
What do we got going down at JobberSlam 2?
Faye Jackson's Great Sweatpants Battle Royal. That's gonna be great. Man. So announced has been Savannah Evans, Ken Broadway, Big Cuzzo, the Captain Anthony Gamble. It's gonna be great. Miles Hawkins is debuting, Stan Michaels, and then I was just made aware there's gonna be a couple of surprises.
Oh. You guys got to get your tickets. You guys gotta get your tickets like right now.
Get your
right now.
tickets.
Open another tab.
Both JobberSlam as well as Black Girl Magic. Support both shows right now.
Jonathan says
somebody just bought tickets. Look at that.
Look at that.
Holy
DJ
legit.
See?
Now more tickets.
This is what we do. Get your tickets right now.
Dope. So
DJ Knuckles says my favorite podcast is 2 days early. Yeah, we had to make sure that we got Joe on a timely fashion. All right, to make sure that you guys understand the severity of this show and this weekend that's going on. We got Joe Kim in the building, guys. Come on now.
In the building.
In the building. I mean, well, kind of in the building. We got to do it together. We're gonna make this happen. But anyway,
I mean, Saturday.
Stay tuned.
I mean, hey.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
All right. So you mentioned Faye Jackson sweatpants invitational battle royal going on here.
Oh, it is.
I have, in jest named it something, but it's appropriate. I've been calling it the Johnson jump off.
The Johnson jump off. I love it. The Johnson jump off. Okay. You guys don't want to miss that. Now, I have to ask you, right, on some of the earlier promo, flyers, it had Sonny Kiss on one of them.
So, man,
I'm so sad.
Sonny was down. Sonny got the okay, and just like last time, Sonny got sent a message. They can't be there. So, it's never. It sucks, but it always. You can't say anything when it's the contract speaking. So
yeah,
it's understandable.
But mark my words, Sonny Kiss will wrestle in a Battle Club ring.
It's going to be phenomenal.
It's just a matter of when.
Okay, I mean, I had to ask you because, like, even the flyer I'm looking at right now, it had Sonny Kiss still on the flyer. So
yeah. So people get excited when they see it and they would share. I've been trying to push the updated one where he's off of it, but
these things happen. Exactly, it's all good.
Exactly.
It's still going to be a great show,
right? Like I said, until I'm paying, a livable wage. Not just what you're asking for. Until I'm paying a livable wage, I can't argue with someone who's got a contract.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's get into some of these other matches that's on the show. I mean,
oh yes,
I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at Prolific versus JTP South. This is gonna be a banger. I mean,
that was gonna be good, and I think JTP South has a little bit of a curveball in their arsenal because Zuka got a very important call. I can't elaborate too much. So Zuka had to pull out, and Movie Mike is stepping up. Mike is someone who's come up multiple times just to be supportive of his brothers. So it's beautiful that he has this opportunity to be in a match and showcase what he's done. He's wrestled in New York a couple times for some other promotions. Okay. So I'm excited to see what they have up their sleeve. The promos they've dropped are hysterical.
Yeah.
It's
poor Mr. Black. I just want to say.
I mean, you can't walk around the streets calling somebody the P word, and
Yeah, well, that is true. That is true. That's going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that. So you mentioned Bonesaw Brooks, sorry. Bonesaw Brooks, she's going up against Janai Kai, who I am very impressed with. This one is going to be hard hitting.
That one's going to be hard hitting, but it's also a submission match. That's Bonesaw's wheelhouse. Like straight up match, you might give the edge to Janai simply because her arsenal is ridiculous, but you talk submission, like there's nobody with better bridges, suplexes, a submission style in terms of the women's division. Maybe the only other person in that realm is Jordan Blade, and Bonesaw will be wrestling her the day before. So like,
yeah. Get your tickets now, by the way, guys. I can't stress that enough. For both of us.
Keep saying it. We're gonna.
Of course.
Get your
tickets. So a submission match that's gonna be really good. I can't wait. I'm really interested, and you have a really diverse. Battle Club is always very, very diverse, and that is one of the reasons that I love Battle Club Pro so much. And even with this card, you have so many different talents that we're gonna get to. Different matches going on here. Everything is every match is going to be different, which is really cool. And speaking of really cool, we have the main event defending the Battle Club Tag Team Championship against Thick and Juicy. This might be my favorite match that I'm looking for here. This might be.
It's appropriate. Like last year, main event won the tag titles from the Sea Stars.
I was at
JobberSlam.
Yeah.
And this year they're facing Thick and Juicy 2.0, who had a big win at WCW earlier this year.
Yep.
Could they get past them? I mean, I don't think. I think other than Masha Slamovich, coach of the Fallout Shelter, I think there is no female competitor hotter than Willow Nightingale right now.
I agree.
Yes, we love Willow Nightingale over here.
Definitely. And we look forward to having her on eventually.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. So she's just super busy. Yeah. Because I briefly talked to Willow, I feel like after the 420 show. And like she's super down to do it, but she's so busy now with AEW because I know another podcast, I'm not gonna mention them here, but I know they were also trying to get her on the same time, and it's the same thing. She's super busy. So but you know what? Busy is good. Busy is good.
Busy and booked is good.
Exactly. Let's keep going here. Let's keep running down this card, this amazing card. Survival of the fittest here. For the Battleweight Championship. Can you talk to us about that a little bit here?
Of course. One sec, because
no problem. Joe's a very busy individual.
Yeah.
And especially JobberSlam 2 goes down this Saturday, so of course he's extra busy right now.
All right. Survival of the fittest. This match that I came up with. I don't want to get cut off, but I definitely want to. Am I still on, or do you lose me?
You're on, but you're like sideways.
You're sideways.
You're like sideways.
Okay, hold on. Do you still see me, or you just hear me?
We just hear you now.
We hear
you. Okay. Just give me a couple seconds, because
no problem.
This is I popped huge for this.
Okay.
So I was explaining the match to one of the participants, Mantequilla.
Okay.
And his response was, it made me chuckle super duper hard. Where is it?
We're live, pal.
Yeah. Definitely live.
It's all good.
Okay, so when I explained the match to him, his response was, okay, so a 4-way Royal Chamber Scramble Gauntlet match.
Wait, okay. So you're gonna have to break it down for us.
Yeah.
Okay. So survival of the fittest. It basically is to test the endurance of the 2 or 4 competitors who start the match.
Okay.
It is, in this case, it's going to be 4 competitors to start. They will have 6 minutes, because there's 4 of them. They'll have 6 minutes to try to win the match. If they win the match, that's it. That's the end of the match. If the 6-minute timer goes out, then everyone who's surrounding the ring, which is the other 8 competitors, they rush, and it becomes a battle royal. And once there are 4 competitors left, it's going to end the way it starts. It turns back into a 4-way with different variation of people. We don't know who got tossed over the ropes or whatever the case may be. So it turns back into a 4-way, 1 fall to a finish.
Okay.
And the winner is the Battleweight champion. The Battleweight championship, part of the Nemesis division, is what we're calling our cruiserweights, was a brainstorm idea between myself and Danny Nemesis. And I guess, he put out a promo. It was not feeling appreciated for the things he did. So it was kind of his apology to us. He got the belt made super quick, which is crazy. But yeah, it's basically our version of a cruiserweight. So it's going to be 200 pounds and under. And I got some exclusive news for you guys.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
So, beginning next year, the Fallout Shelter will be. It's going to take a step outside of kind of the just wrestling school aspect. and it's gonna become its own brand through Battle Club, kind of like WWE and NXT. So you have you have WWE, you have NXT, and you have the Performance Center. So the Fallout Shelter is our version of the Performance Center. The Seek Shelter shows will be their NXT / takeover kind of things. We're starting to work on doing bi-weekly episodes of stuff we'll film at Fallout. You know, it could be some students, it'll be some established workers.
Okay.
But the breaking news is, beginning next year, the Battleweight Championship will be exclusive to the Battle Club Pro Seek Shelter shows.
Ooh,
so
this is huge news.
A title that's mainly for up and coming competitors 200 pounds and under.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah.
That's dope.
You guys heard it here on Go for the Pin. First. Okay. That goes for all of you that try to steal our content. But anyway, this is huge news. And the survival of the fittest match is gonna be awesome.
And I've got more breaking news. See, look at that. You just reminded me.
More breaking news. Look at this.
Unfortunately, Cosmic has a familial engagement. I know she's everybody's favorite. She's definitely my favorite. Yeah. So, in the spirit of the Fallout Shelter, she gave her spot to everyone's favorite girl from Brooklyn, Jordy Lee.
Oh!
Jordy Lee is wrestling at JobberSlam.
Yes, this is
love
awesome.
it.
Love Jordy.
Love it.
And she's super cool. So I hope I'm not ruining anything for you guys, but she's super cool. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Want to see Cosmic? You know, no offense to Cosmic, but that's awesome that Jody's getting.
Cosmic's not going anywhere. You know, she's incredible. She just had the thing she couldn't not do. She had to do it. She's obligated, but she'll be around. You know, she's got that Icons title shot.
Yes.
She's a mainstay with Fallout. I've traveled to more states with Cosmic than I have any girlfriend.
Joe.
Kind of weird. Yeah. And the only people I've traveled to more different states with her is Paul, the gift god. So I think that's why I call her my road wife. But
that's awesome.
Yeah. It's no, she's not going anywhere. She's got a really bright future. You know, all the work she's done at Fallout, all the work she's done with Rembrandt. I feel like he doesn't get enough credit for everything he's put into her. Yeah, she's great, and yeah, you're gonna see plenty of her. It's just this one thing, you know. I'm not allowed to say what it is, but she just couldn't get out of it.
Yeah, that's all good. Understandable.
Okay, let's keep going. We have.
Well, wait, you don't want to talk? You got Colossal Mike Law. You got Encore, Showtime Encore more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Joseph A. Game Alexander. You got Dave Rivera, one half of the Scoutericans.
Yes.
Evander James. You got Monte. Jordan Blade is in that match.
Jordan Blade is in it, yeah.
Gia Scott is in that match. Jordy Lee is now in that match. You got Yoya coming back from Do the Fight thing last year. He's in that match. And giving him an opportunity to prove he's not the scumbag he showed us he was. Abraham Khan is in that match.
So, I mean, so he's still getting an opportunity here.
Yeah.
After all of the mayhem that he's caused.
The rigmarole, the scuttlebutt.
Right. Yeah, all of that.
Chaos.
Yeah. How did that happen? How is he getting this opportunity here?
I am a huge proponent of second chances.
Okay.
Last week, Chris Barton, the Bushwick Beast, pulled up the Fallout.
Yeah. And
we were just talking about some stuff. And he said, "Yo, I hate you. You're disgustingly nice." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like, you just are. You do things that most people would never do. And we haven't had a face-to-face yet.
Yeah.
But there's been conversation and communication, and he really wants to show that he just totally acted out of character. He felt slighted. It was a situation where, you know, Mr. Martinez and Federated is doing a whole bunch of things for him.
Yeah.
And he thought, you know, doing that giving it a facelift, as he called it, would be the appropriate course of action. It wasn't. Long talk. They had to pay to clean up. He's been suspended from Fallout for the last 2 months. I allowed him to do commentary for our showcase. And yeah, I'm gonna give him a chance to wrestle. I'm gonna give him a chance to wrestle Saturday, and because I love the kid, and it's just one of those things. It's like how do you hold a grudge against your kids? You can't. You
love him, but do you trust him?
No, you can't. I can't. That's it's one of those things where it takes almost nothing to lose trust, but it's gonna take everything and more to try to gain it back.
Yep.
You never know. Sometimes a face-to-face is needed, and sometimes communication is needed.
No, like no jab at him, but a face-to-face wouldn't really work because I'm 6 foot. He's like 5'7".
Shade, but yes.
I love it.
Wow.
Oh man. Okay, let's move on. That'll be interesting. So you guys want to see what's gonna happen at JobberSlam 2. Everything concerning the Federated, Mr. Martinez and everything going on there. You guys want to be there for that. Let's keep it moving here. We have the Darius Carter Brass Ring Invitational. Can I accept?
Can you accept?
No.
My question is, are you going to be able to do music after the work?
Once Darius gets me, no. But yeah.
I will say this. I got a lot of inquiries about that match.
Yeah.
And the one person that reached out and really surprised me is the person that's going to be there.
Okay.
If you look at the timeline of Darius's explosion, which pretty much started in like 2018.
Yeah.
Been pretty much the guy for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
This person, you never in a million years did you think this person would be the one that wants to take that challenge. And I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
Because I want to see his face when that person's music hit and he goes, "What?"
Yeah.
But it's a good one. If you follow his career, if you follow Northeast Independent Wrestling, you're gonna know who this person is, and you're gonna be surprised by them taking the challenge.
Knuckles says for our podcast listeners, he says, "I'll do the music. Get in the ring, Mike." I don't think I want it with Darius Carter. I'm gonna be honest.
We can all agree on this. There's one thing Darius Carter will not do, and that's wrestle someone who has a podcast. Because
that is true.
When Wilkins wanted to smoke,
yeah. Well, I think DC was ducking Wilkins, but that's neither here nor there. Oh
wow!
Yeah. JobberSlam 2 this Saturday. He goes down in Brooklyn, 3 p.m. Right, 3 p.m. bell time.
Yep. 3 p.m.
bell time. All right, let's keep going here. You guys don't want to miss the Darius Carter Brass Ring Invitational. Okay, I might just get in there before. No, I'm just playing.
And King V will be watching.
Yes. Because you're not even gonna help me.
I'll
do like a run-in or something, Joe. No. All right, so let's go to the next match here. We have for the franchise championship. We have Dan Moff going up against franchise champion, federated member, Mick Drake.
Yeah.
Mick's been tearing it up as the franchise champion, beating every person that's come and challenged for the title. There seems to be this little like back and forth between Mick and Steve about who the real top guy in Battle Club is, which is
what that means,
really nice. It's really nice to see. And then when you have that, I don't know if you caught it, but the stare down between them at Black WrestleFest.
I did. Yeah.
That was interesting to see. But yeah, so Dan Moff, he won that title shot back in 2019 at the first outdoor show he did, Unfinished Business. And it just was a matter of timing. I decided before I gave him a title shot
Yeah.
I wanted to see him and Shane Taylor go at it. He was
Yeah.
victorious, so I was like, you know what? It makes the most sense. Let's do Moff versus Mick, franchise title. Let's see if he can hold it. I mean, because Mick's had some competition, but I don't think anyone's been as scary as the guy's reversing. Like, he's aging in reverse. He's getting bigger, stronger, faster, and better as time goes on. I don't know how, but every time I see him, he's just more and more impressive.
Definitely. And I'm really interested in the stare down now that you mentioned between Mick and Steve during the chaos. All of this mayhem's going on in the ring.
Oh, she's plowing through my students.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, what is happening here? I wanted to go help your students, but but yeah. So that stare down is very interesting. So could we possibly get a title versus title match?
Yeah.
You know,
I saw
let's see how this show plays out, because I mean, Mick's got to get through Moff, and let's segue to that next match. Steve's got to get through Q.
Mysterious Q versus Steve Pena. Steve Pena is officially sponsored by Go for the Pin. Steve Pena will be putting his championship on the line, his 5-point championship on the line against Mysterious Q. And it's very interesting because Steve actually just dropped this video. We actually have the promo video from Steve Pena. So let's actually get to that for a second here. This is off of Steve Pena's Instagram. So let's just go to it. Let's go to the video package here.
Mysterious Q. I know you're not about the talking, and neither am I. But let me tell you this. I'm the guy that has put Battle Club Pro on his back. I'm the one I've fallen out week after week training killers. I'm the guy that's been going up and down this country defending this. Excuse me. My 5 points championship. So Q, if you think you're gonna walk into Brooklyn this Saturday to take my baby, my life, my prize, you're highly mistaken, motherfucker.
Ooh. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Now that's
shit, Steve.
Yo,
that is a video package.
And listen, like, after the match with O'Shea and he showed he could hang with a monster, like, I think Steve's on another level. I really do think that Mick's got some competition as top dog.
Yeah, I agree. So DJ Knuckles said, I know JobberSlam is this weekend, but what is the event in October? I want to make my plans now. I'll let Joe actually talk about that.
October 1st, and what I have envisioned will be announced at JobberSlam, and we got to get through it. But October 1st, and I'm going to have tickets ready for sale that night.
Just breaking news here tonight. Just breaking news. I love it. So yes, but JobberSlam 2, we got to get through that first. So and in the main event, we have Big Swole.
Yes.
Let me say it again. Big Swole.
Big Swole.
Big Swole defending her Icons Championship against Mia Yim.
Oh, man. Shit.
Yeah.
How did you pull this off?
Like,
how did you pull this off?
So, I mean, Mia's worked with Battle Club a lot in its infancy. She was there for the transition of ownership from Carlos to myself. Her and I have stayed in touch for the last 3 years, and it's always been a conversation of when timing would allow. It's a match that Swole's always wanted, and they just haven't crossed paths.
Wow.
So when the opportunity came up, had to put it together. The first person to ever take a picture with the Battle Club Pro Icons Championship was Mia Yim.
There's a little history there.
Yeah. Originally, we really wanted her to be the champion, and it just ended up being a situation where, well, you saw it, she got signed. So it was one of those like, hey, I kind of know where things are headed, and I don't want to leave you guys out on the dust. But yeah, she's, I mean, I consider her one of the best people I know in the business. She's practically family with Paul. She's always welcome at Battle Club. I love her work. Everything she does speaks for herself. I think the contrast in styles, I think the similarity in styles is going to make for a really great main event.
Oh yeah.
I'm so ready for this match. This is the match that I was waiting for. I've always wanted to see Mia live. I've always wanted to see Swole live. The fact that I get them both against each other, is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know who to root for. I love them both. Why would you do this to me, Joe?
I love them both too. Swole's a friend, so it's like, but I love them both.
It's
this
tough.
Is gonna be awesome.
Tough to pick. I mean, they're just both just taking wrestling aside, like just them as people are some of the best people I've ever come across in my life.
Definitely.
So to have them mixing it up is going to be an incredible thing to watch. It's good. It's, it seems to be tradition. So last year we did Swole and Tasha, and that's where Swole won the Icons Championship. This year is going to be Swole and Mia. I mean, it seems to be tradition to have that Icons Championship be the JobberSlam main event, which I'm all for. I'm a huge proponent of women's wrestling. You see intergender up and down the card. It bugs me when I go to a show to scout and there's one women's match, and 90% of the people on the card look exactly the same. Like, it's just, I say it enough, but it just, these things still aren't changing. So as long as they're not changing, I'm going to continue to provide a platform to change them.
And that's why you're so appreciated, especially like from us personally, but I'm sure from the wrestling community, because we need more of that. Like you said, it sucks going to a show. There's one women's match. Everybody looks the same. Like everybody's working the same. It's just it sucks.
It gets monotonous after a while.
Yeah, it really does. I don't know if I've said this publicly, but I have, I'm always busy, but like, I really try to model at least matchmaking the way Impact did early on. Not quite in the Nashville years, but I want to say like the 06, 07 to like early 2010s. Everything felt so different. Every match was so different. Every angle was so different. You didn't get the monotony. It was tedious to get through it. Everybody looked different. I know I've said this before. Impact never gets the credit that it deserves, but they book minorities the best.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
It's really starting to pick it up now. But you talk about like Lashley, Kenny King, MVP, Rich Swann. Like, look at even some of the Middle Eastern talent, the Indian talent. Like they've always done right by women. Like, they get it, and they don't get the love they deserve because they don't have the money to be a top dog, and they're not quite independent enough to be a super indie. So like, they're in that weird gray area, that middle area. So they don't get the love they deserve. But I mean, constantly killing it when it comes to booking women, when it comes to booking minorities. Like,
what do you think it will take for them to be like that powerhouse again that they were, in the early 2000s? Really, money. Okay, V says money.
I think it really comes down to money. I think it comes down to. It's weird because like, it's Universal, right? Where they do their stuff.
Well, it was. I think
was.
they.
It's no longer.
Yeah.
Now they travel, right? They're like in
Like in-
Nashville. They're
yeah,
all a little bit all over.
Yeah.
I don't know because they have. I mean, again, probably the best women's division. Again,
Mhm.
Coach at the Fallout is about to become Knockouts champion. Person she's going to beat was the first ever Icons champion. You talk about full circle there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, but I really do wish they got more love than they do. I mean, you know, D'Lo Brown's been. I mean, and it's so obvious, like because D'Lo Brown's been working backstage with them for a long time. You can see it out there.
Yeah.
You can see it. I don't know. I just really wish they got way more love. I wish. You know what? It might not even be money. It just might be the fact that they're not on a familiar channel to most people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I mean, what's a channel that just about? It's gonna sound weird, but like if they were on Comedy Central, I don't know, just something that like everybody gets.
Yeah.
Maybe people would be like, "Oh, this is definitely worth watching," you know?
Yeah.
I think that could be it. It might not even be just be money; it just might be their platform. Like I know they kill it on Twitch.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
We're still in that again. You know, even with technology, we're still in that area where like you got to be where it's most familiar with people.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you're talking about the demographic that's going to spend money, people 18 and older. Like if it's not easily accessible to them, they're probably not going to go out their way to find it. Yeah. So it's great that they're on television. It's great that they're doing everything they're doing. But I really feel if they were in a more accessible station, or platform or app or whatever the case may be, like, man, could you imagine like if Amazon said, "Hey, we're gonna get into wrestling," they buy Impact and now Impact's on Prime.
Yeah,
that'd be a game changer.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know. Like, I think they have a really strong product, like you mentioned, and they have really strong stories. I think that it's an enjoyable show if you actually just sit down and watch. It's an enjoyable show, but. Yeah, I do think that the channel that they're on, the platform and everything does play a big part into it. And it's funny because most people do have Access TV. It's just they don't know that they have Access TV. They don't know where to find Access TV. You know, so and then when you're watching, let's say a Monday Night Raw or an AEW show, they don't have the promo packages and commercials for their television show. So people don't even know when it comes on. Like, it's true.
So, and that's the thing. It's like, okay, if you don't want to bother opening the USA or the TNT app, you can just turn your TV on and change to that channel.
Yeah.
And as antiquated as that might be nowadays, I really think that's the difference. I think if it was just so much more easily accessible without having to be like, hey, you have access to this. If it's just there for people, I think they'd be so much better. They deserve so much more love. I mean, look at all the talent that like has gone to other places to excel, and really like flourished at Impact. AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, like they didn't start there. Like they were all ROH and indie products, but like they flourished there.
Definitely.
And like I really wish more people gave more love to them.
Yeah. Definitely.
They definitely deserve their flowers.
Definitely. Well, Joe, JobberSlam 2, August 20th. Also, this Friday, Black Girl Magic. Make sure that you guys get tickets for both events. Make a weekend out of it. My pops would kill me if I didn't say this on air. He wanted me to tell you hello. Everybody, he says hello. So I'll let him know. I'll relay the message. Make sure that you guys get your tickets right now.
Like open another tab.
Don't turn us off.
If you're no, don't do that.
just open another tab. Yeah.
If you're listening, just go ahead. Just keep playing, but
play us in the background.
Go into your browser or what have you, or Eventbrite. Go ahead and get your tickets. Don't pause this. Don't do that.
So Joe, also I know you guys had a flash sale going on.
So we decided it seems to be doing well. So we're leaving it now because Front Row sold out. The flash sale did what its job was.
Round of applause for that. Front Row sold out.
So now just general admission is available, $25 each. And that's going to continue. I think for the rest of the week. And then at the door, I I think the tickets will be 25 or 30. I'm not 100% sure, but it's probably best to buy your tickets in advance because the price most likely will go up at the door.
Yep. So get your tickets now. Anything
Right
else you want to say about JobberSlam in this weekend before you get out of here?
Yeah, man. Yeah, my partner Red is trying to hide back here. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. You ready to roast? Oh, man. He's about to get in the ring.
Oh, he's getting in the ring.
You practicing with Dave?
I might have to run the roast.
No.
Ray, what's going on, bro?
Good.
I've been trying to get Ray on for a long time. That's the funny thing. Like for a long time. Me and him talk, but we'll talk.
Yeah, definitely. Hope to see you guys on Saturday.
Oh, they both gonna be there.
Oh, we gonna be there.
We're both gonna be there.
Bet. I'll see you guys.
All right, take care, bro.
Yeah, just be there, man. Brown paper tickets, JobberSlam 2 house party. It's gonna be dope. I love collaborating with people that have been there from the start, people that have been supportive from the beginning.
They're giving Joe the go home coup.
No. I'm just trying to. Jobber Cheers are in PWI. That was so dope.
I saw that. Yes,
so
congratulations.
Dope.
Congratulations.
So proud of them.
Doing it in
silent. I'll never forget, like, and I'm not taking credit, but I'll never forget. I think it was like the first it might have been the first time I was on, and they were talking something about WWE, and I had asked them, I was like, you guys have such reach and the ability to do so much more. Why are you only coming to WWE? And to see where they've grown from that point to from Wilkins having that show on Complex, Unsanctioned, for them being in PWI, from Black training at Fallout and now being a referee that's working the Indies, from Janelle now being co-owner of Battle Club Pro, and oh my God, has she been a godsend for me. The growth has been incredible. Dre branching off and doing your sports show, like, it's grown to this beautiful thing that's just amazing to watch. And I'm just so happy for them. I'm really happy for them. Like this, combining and putting on a show together is a beautiful thing. And I wish everybody's going to be there Saturday. My wish is always to be at a point where like we have to turn people away. But it's going to be dope. The show's going to be amazing. You have television stars across the board, whether they're on Impact, whether they're on AEW, whether they've been on the WWE. Like, it's great. It's the best of the independents. It's different. It's not just everybody from the same borough. You're getting a mix from the South. You're getting some people from the Midwest, from Texas. Like, it's just different. It's just different, and I love it. I'm super excited. And yeah, man, thanks for having me on. You guys have become part of the family. Mike's your first day doing music. It's Saturday. Don't mess it up.
Yes. No pressure. No,
Mike, no pressure. Don't fuck it up.
But it's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. All I want to do is put on the best wrestling content I can, and I'm as rough as this year has been, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. To have the ability to say that we've already put on more wrestling this year than any other year, and we still have at least one more show to go, is just like, okay, it's happening. We're doing it. I'm doing it with the family that I've created, with the business partners that have held me down. It's great to watch growth. Has it been easy? Absolutely not. But is it happening? It is. And that's all you can do is, always forward.
Definitely. All right, JobberSlam 2 this Saturday. Make sure you get your tickets. Where can they find you, Joe?
Everything on social media is my full name, Joakim Morales. I'm one of those weirdos. Red's trying to steal my keys.
As you do this live show.
No, I think he's trying to lock up the school.
Okay, yay.
But on all social media platforms, Joakim Morales, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Battle Club has a TikTok. I need to get more active on it.
Don't forget to get the merchandise at
BattleClubShop.com.
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 So Ray made this one for me specially, but
yeah,
that blood sport looking Battle Club shirt is fire.
It is. I'm gonna give you one.
Gotta
I'm gonna give you one.
Gotta get that. And then we have Fallout tank tops. We're gonna come out with some comedy merchandise in a little bit. We just haven't had a chance to design it yet.
Okay.
Gray sweatpants coming soon.
Gray sweatpants for the Gray Sweatpants Battle Royal.
Is it the same? Is the same gray sweatpants that Ray pulled out of his trunk on one of the videos?
I mean, he's supplying. He's some Fallout supplier. So
Yeah,
it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
he got everything.
Yeah.
But no. Buy the merch. It's super appreciated. This DIY. We're all small businesses trying to figure our own way out. Trying to get the come up, trying to help other people's come up, just doing everything we can. But yeah, man, as far as Battle Club, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Battle Club Pro. Like I said, Battle Club has a TikTok. I'm going to try to make something special for the TikTok. Hopefully it'll be out before the show. And yeah, there's the full car,
tag team match in front of me.
Yeah. Battle Royal, Survival of the Fittest, Trios match, Submission match. So many championships matches. It's great.
Definitely. All right. I felt bad. I cut V out, so I just got out of there too.
Me the fuck out.
It's just how it is.
Yeah,
Joe, thank you. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Yes.
We'll talk. And as always, thank you for making sure that you come on this show before you have a show. So
thank
we
you
appreciate
so much.
And you gotta come back on 100 also. This is 97.
Yeah,
so
this
we
is
need everybody on
97.
97.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hot 97.
Hot 97.
Blazing hip hop and King V. Let's do this.
Right. Joe, thanks a lot. We're gonna talk some Raw and then we're gonna get out of here.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a good night, guys.
Thanks, Joe.
Joakim Morales, everybody. Yes. JobberSlam 2 goes down August 20th, as we said. And those tickets are going. They flying. They're out of here. Yeah. See, they're going now. No, they're still available. Make sure you guys get your tickets.
No, for real, get the tickets right now.
No, now. I'm serious.
Immediately.
like, what are you doing?
Right now.
That one. Yeah. All right. So Monday Night Raw did happen.
It did.
We'll briefly go through it and then we'll get out of here and let these fine people have a nice evening where they can get some sleep because I know I need it.
Also,
so let's run through Monday Night Raw. It opened with pyro, which is always nice. I'm gonna mark pyro
in a new intro.
Yeah. What'd you think of it?
It's cool. It's something. I'm glad they changed it. Something different. I guess it's to signify the new era. So I don't have a new era, but I don't have a problem with it.
Did Triple H leave at like 10:30? Before the main event. All right.
I know everybody else did. I did.
Love what he's doing with the yeah. Oh, yes. Knuckles says that's a great dude. Love what he's doing with the business. Yeah, same. Like
most definitely.
And if you actually like meet him he is the same person. Like there's so many people in his business that like put on an act and they're not really who they say they are, but no, Joe is literally the same person. Hey, it is true. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe is definitely a really great dude, and that's why like anything he needs, he knows I got him. We got him. So let's go to Monday Night Raw. Some interesting things. So the Judgment Day come out. They cut a promo, but that wasn't really the story. Rey Mysterio tries to attack them from behind. He gets laid out. And Damian Priest challenges Edge to a match next week in Toronto. I think he actually already had challenged him, but so that's gonna happen. What did you think of this opening segment?
That's pretty cool. They stole Naomi's glow lights, but it's fine. But
that's what that was.
It apparently, I guess, because that's a little like glow projection, but it's fine. No, but I do like I'm liking the direction the Judgment Day is going now, because at first I didn't know what was happening after Edge got kicked out, and it was like a lot of shit happening, and it was like, what's going on here?
Nah, he has to kill his own group. I'm gonna kill it. Yeah,
I'm gonna kill it all. Like, okay, all right, kill it.
Yeah, well, Okay. I liked it too. I like the beginning of Monday Night Raw. Okay, let's keep going here. We had Alexa Bliss and Asuka defeat Piper Niven and Nikki, almost a superhero, via submission. It was a submission. It was a submission. Yes.
It was a submission.
Asuka forced Piper to tap out.
Yes.
It was all right.
Yeah, it was okay.
Bianca was out there.
Yeah, she was. Yeah. It was one thing that I did notice. It was a spot where Piper ran Alexa into the
ring post.
Can think of it right now.
Yeah.
And if you look closely, she covered her head.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't hit since she's had a concussion because of the transphobe. Because of the concussion that she's had. And one thing I want to point out about Piper Niven, she is so ring aware, right? And she is such a safe worker that you can literally put her with anybody and she could probably pull a good match out of them.
Yeah.
And I really hope in the future that she gets featured more, maybe not as a tag team competitor, but as a singles competitor.
Yeah, I mean, well, she was a singles wrestler. So,
quite some time
there's
ago.
that.
NXT UK when that was a thing.
Yeah, exactly, when that was a thing. Nonetheless, Piper and Nikki didn't advance. Alexa and Asuka did. After the match, we had a stare down between with Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. And the baby faces, Alexa, Asuka, and Bianca Belair, our women's champion.
And the girls almost fought.
They almost fought, but they didn't. They was interrupted. Okay. They weren't fighting. All right. the Miz and Ciampa defeat Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander to nobody's surprise. But it was a really good finish.
That finish.
Yeah, really, really good finish.
Whoa.
Ciampa caught Ali right in the face with the knee off of the
mid 450.
Yeah, I mean it was sick. And then hit the fairy tale ending for the 1-2-3. Strong win, effective. I dug it.
I didn't know how to feel when they randomly put Ciampa and Miz together, but I'm really liking this pairing.
Yeah, I think it's cool. All right, so they did this angle where Riddle was supposed to be at home, but I mean Stevie could have probably saw that Riddle was not home. So Seth Rollins came out there and basically said that Riddle is at home in his mom's basement, and Riddle said, "I'm actually not in my mom's basement, bro. I'm here in Washington D.C." And a fight ensued. Rollins powdered. I'm using real inside terms. Rollins got out of there, ran through the crowd, and Riddle stood tall. And that was pretty much the segment. I liked it.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was good stuff. Yeah,
it
was good stuff. So he was going for a little bit, but then he came again. Veer has come back to Monday Night Raw. I thought he had got his problem checked out. He stopped coming for a while. Now he's...
Oh my god.
And get this. Hold on.
No.
Veer came and beat
Bo
Keller
Jesus.
via submission with a cervical clutch.
Did you just say it?
That's what the move is called. That's what it says. DJ Knuckles says, yes.
I'm quitting the show.
Yes. No. JobberSlam 2 goes down this weekend and they need us there. All right, both of us.
I'll be there, but I'm quitting the show.
Oh, man. Well, you know who else quit? Bo Keller, the person that Veer put in the cervical clutch. That's what it says, cervical clutch. All right, I'm moving on.
Please.
United States Championship match. Bobby Lashley defeats AJ Styles in a really, really good match.
You know what, Knuckles? You are banned from the show for like 3 weeks.
Oh my god! Oh my God.
You're banned for 3 weeks.
DJ Knuckles says, and I quote, Veer came and left his mark.
I'm fucking
End quote.
done. I'm fucking done.
Okay.
All right. Cut it. No, we're done. No. Jesus.
JobberSlam 2 this weekend, Saturday.
JobberSlam
188 Hopkins Street.
King V
Get your
will be
tickets now.
there right now.
3 p.m. bell time. All right. Where was I? United States Championship match. Bobby Lashley defeats AJ Styles via pinfall. Really, really, really good match.
Man.
The finish was even better. AJ went for a phenomenal forearm. Of course, Lashley ducked it, hit the ropes, boom, spear. 1, 2, 3. It was good. It was good stuff. They made it a big deal. Would you look at that? A mid-card championship being looked at as a big deal. It's about time.
Yeah.
What's going on,
What's up,
Bonji? Definitely. But yeah, so that happened. Now during this, okay.
Yeah.
A fan hopped the barricade. Because Miz was out there with Ciampa to, I guess, get a closer look, pal, at the Bobby Lashley versus AJ Styles match. But during this, a fan who we found out was Dexter Lumis, allegedly, hopped the barricade, and security unceremoniously took this fan out of the building. All right, and they did this really cool thing where, like, during this whole thing, they went to black and then they went to commercial, which was really
good.
creative.
That
it was good stuff. It was good stuff. Now to the not so good stuff. In the main event of Monday Night Raw for 2022. Okay, in 2022, I should say. Theory defeats Dolph Ziggler via pinfall clean. After a fight ensued earlier in the show, which led to the main event. And we briefly talked about this before we went on the air. You can usually tell the vibe of the crowd when they're happy with something. When Theory beat Ziggler via the ATO, everybody got up. As soon as the bell rang, you saw people heading for the hills. As soon as the bell rang. Now, some people could say it's on the East Coast. They was in Washington, D.C., and they was trying to go to El Rey's down the block to beat the
And if you haven't been to real quick, if you haven't been to El Rey's in D.C., I suggest you go. Get a margarita. You're welcome. Yeah. Everybody has an El Rey story. I won't tell mine on air, but Mike knows about it.
yeah, I do. Actually, V is the one that told me about El Rey. So
yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks, pal. Well, yeah. So but yeah, so they was probably trying to get the El Rey's early, but or Nelly's, or for those. Anyway, just up and down U Street, down U Street. Yeah, but don't walk too far. It gets a little crazy over there.
I do.
Okay. Anyway, so those that are in DC know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, as soon as Theory won the match, people started leaving, and it looked like people just was like not disgusted. It was just like they was just over it. They're like, all right, like
we had to get the children out because Austin Theory was on TV and Austin Theory was near, so we wanted to get all of the young people under the age of 18 outside so they could be safe. Yeah.
Wow. Water, please. Water.
See, Washington D.C. believes that the children are the future. Teach them well and keep them away from Theory.
All right, so yeah, Theory defeated Dolph Ziggler, and that was the end of Monday Night Raw as fans left in droves. What did you think of Monday Night Raw?
I was about to say, what you think of that? King V didn't watch it. So Raw as a whole, with the exception of the main event, sorry, Dolph, I do like you, but I care about children more.
Wait, hold that thought. Hold that thought. Jonathan said, keep calling because his name is right there. But DJ Knuckles says, I love how the product is starting to look more like the early 2010s. Let's not go to the 2010s. I don't know how I feel about that.
That was a rough time.
Yeah, from the
Maybe
cut scenes to action matches. Now, if you would have said early 2000s, then maybe. But the 2010s, I don't know. I like to forget that period. a lot of it. Up until maybe the Summer Punk, because that happened in 2011, I believe. With Punk, threatening to leave WWE. That was cool. That was cool stuff. Up until maybe 2013, 2014, that was cool. But because also AJ Lee started rising at that time. There was some cool things happening. Okay, maybe there was some cool things happening early.
There was some.
Yeah. And then Bonji says, protect the children. I agree.
Protect the children.
All right, so what were you saying about Raw up until Theory? And then...
So, barring the Creep versus Dolph Ziggler, Raw was a near fall. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Now I saw some criticism on Monday Night Raw before I give my my.
What was the criticism? I don't be on Twitter like that anymore.
Some people felt that all right, so how did I forget Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre? I totally skipped over that.
Okay, so enough is enough.
And it's time for a change. I love it. Now that happened, right? In the match, that might have been match of the night. I know AJ and Bobby was really good. Yeah, exactly. Now I feel like that was the match of the night. Really strong match, and it was fresh. It was different. You know what the problem was that people had? We watched a 20-minute match that ended in a no contest.
Yeah.
Or a DQ, whatever they said. I think it was a DQ. They hit Drew, right? So I guess it would be a DQ.
Yeah.
Technically, Drew wins by disqualification. But the match ending in a non-finish, pretty much, you know what I'm saying? So I saw people saying that, well, this is the same stuff they was doing when other people were in charge, making us watch a 20-minute match, no matter how good it is, to have a non-finish. And AEW has its critics also, but AEW doesn't do that on a regular basis. WWE does.
Now, I get it.
Yeah.
And I definitely understand. I see where the criticism comes from. And I agree to a degree.
Okay.
The only reason why I say to a degree is because Drew is the number one contender, right?
Yes.
He's facing Roman.
Yes.
Kevin Owens already staked his claim, stating that he's coming from whoever wins that match. So I think that the DQ finish was the safest bet because you don't want either person looking weak in this situation.
I agree with you. I called actually before the match was as soon as the match basically was signed, I guess you can say, made official. I said, well, neither one of them could lose.
Yeah.
And I kind of had that in the back of my mind, but then I'm like, I mean, I guess Drew could get a one since he's getting title opportunity in a few
title
weeks.
Shot.
Yeah. I was gonna call Joe out on it, but I'm like, nah, let's not do that to Joe because he said title shot as well. He said title shot too. I was gonna say opportunity, but nah. Love you, Joe. But yeah, so the title shots at the pay-per-view. So I think that you don't want to have Drew lose, but then if you're pushing Kevin as a killer again, which is definitely needed, if you're pushing Kevin as a killer again, he shouldn't be losing either. So I didn't have that much of an issue with it, but I do see what people saying that all right, we're giving Triple H a lot of credit here, even though they're doing the same stuff that they were doing before. But I think it's a little bit different.
It was the safest possible ending that we could have gotten from this.
I agree. And Knuckles says, did you notice they said hospital on commentary Monday night? Yes, I did. But they totally ignored the name Codebreaker when Asuka did it. But when Cole calls it on SmackDown, he calls it a Codebreaker. Just a little random fact.
Well,
I give Monday Night Raw a near 4 as well. I'm leaving it up there. That's why it's been up there. I thought it was enjoyable. I heard people saying it was the weakest of like the Triple H era. I'm like, bro, he's had 3 weeks. Like, let's give him a break here.
I get it. We're really critical because the dirty, horny sex man is not there anymore. And I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah.
I'm willing to give this, like I said last week. Was it last week when Mr. Black was on?
Yes.
Shout out to Mr. Black.
Shout out to Mr. Black.
Shout out to Jobber Tears. JobberSlam 2 this weekend.
Black
Girl Magic this Friday.
That's a fact.
Get your tickets. But I was right now. Like as I'm speaking, just go ahead and switch. Don't pause me. Don't fucking do that. But go ahead and just go to another tab and get your tickets. But when we had Mr. Black on last week, I believe I said it. I believe I said that I'm willing to give him a chance as long as it's consistent. And for the fact that we've seen how he's booked in NXT, there's faith there.
Yeah.
But considering there's still a little bit of yes men still there, it's a little I get it. I get it. Everybody's critical, but I'm willing to give Triple H a chance because these past couple of weeks have been really refreshing to me.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, definitely.
I'm not going to speak for everybody. It's been refreshing to me. Okay. When have I ever given Raw more than a 1 count?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Like, now, let's be real.
And I'll even say this, right? I like to observe the crowd, and I like to see if they're having a good time. Because if they're having a good time, then that means, like, even if the show is bad, a bad crowd can take a average show and make it a bad show. Yes. If the crowd is having a good time, they could take a good show and make it a great show. So the crowd is really important. I know that WWE's mindset a lot of times is it's not about the people in the building. It's about that camera right there, that hard camera, because at the end of the day, you have maybe 10,000 people in the building, but you have 2 million people watching you at home. So you have to think about the people at home. I get it. They work towards television. It is a television show. They don't care about the people in the building because guess what? The people in the building already bought tickets. They're already there. So I get it. But when they're having a good time, it makes the show a lot better. And in Washington, yeah, there was points that it seemed like it was a little dead, but then they stepped it up when it was time to step it up. Like when the finish came for Bobby and AJ, they was hot for it. Drew McIntyre and Owens, they was hot for it.
They was hot for it.
So they cared when it was time. Even the opening contest with the tag team match with Asuka and Alexa and why am I forgetting the hills now? Nikki and Piper. They pop for the hot tags when it's time to pop for the hot tags. Like so when they're having a good time and even yelling tiny balls at Miz, like they're having a good time. The fact that Miz has a shirt that says they're massive, which is it's hilarious. But yeah, but anyway, I give Raw a net full. Raw, SmackDown, I think both shows have improved. Raw more so at this point, but SmackDown was enjoyable. SmackDown was enjoyable, at least to me. SmackDown was enjoyable. So, yeah, that's really what I got for this week. I didn't watch NXT yet. I'm gonna actually go watch NXT after we're done with this live.
I'll watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you. He's still in Maximum Male Models, even though they started a little program. It looks like with Garza and Humberto.
Yes. I almost forgot to. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, well, because the kid doesn't have that much personality when he's not with Garza. But anyway, so so make sure that you get Roman Reigns, our tribal chief, is not overrated. All right, he is the head of the table.
Bungie has to get it in.
So did Beer. All right, so
all right, we're done. We're fucking done with the show. We're done.
So make sure that if you're in the New York tri-state area, you go and get your tickets for JobberSlam this weekend. He says overrated. Clap, 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 clap. No, he's not. All right, that'd be my response. Anyway, we're see me. See, it
No, it
wasn't me.
Oh, this
I can't
time,
even
but it was you a few minutes ago.
He hasn't forgotten.
I don't forget.
This is true. If you're in the New York City, I'm trying to get this readout. If you're in the New York City tri-state area, JobberSlam 2 goes down this Saturday, August 20th. I have said it until I'm blue in the face, and I don't care. Black Girl Magic goes down this Friday at the same venue. The same venue. Make it a weekend. All right. You get off of work, go see some live wrestling. It's gonna be awesome. If you go to Battle Club Pro, you can get a direct link to the tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Okay, you sat on it.
I hate everybody involved. Like we said, get your tickets now to both Black Girl Magic as well as JobberSlam 2. Black Girl Magic, once again, is this Friday.
It's Friday in Brooklyn.
JobberSlam 2, get it through with me, is also this Saturday. Bell time, 3 p.m.
Yeah.
I finally get to be reunited with my best friend.
That's right.
So
my brother's coming to Brooklyn, coming back home.
I'm coming home.
Oh, okay.
No.
There was a do it. No,
no,
not that one.
Not that one.
Okay.
No. Anyway,
I heard that was Vera's favorite song, but yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue.
Both hosts of Go for the Pin will be at JobberSlam this Saturday because I'm traveling. Unfortunately, I will not make Black Girl Magic, but I will definitely be at the next one. But both myself and Mike will be at JobberSlam this Saturday. Come say hi. I am not as standoffish as people think I am, but I will be very, very, very
inebriated.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Come say hi. Shit.
Come say hi. You know what I mean? Come talk to us. Mike cameras. I can't. And that's it. That's all. Where could they find us?
Oh, yes. That's right. So you can find us at GoForThePin_show on Instagram and GoForThePin show on Twitter. We're also on YouTube. Just type in Go for the Pin. You'll see this big ass head. We also have merch.
We do have merch.
We do have merch. And
shout out to the merch store.
Shout outs to the merch store. My shirt came actually, but
yes. Oh, it's lit.
Both words. I know them. Both me and Mike will be wearing Go for the Pin official merch. Yep. This coming Saturday, JobberSlam 2. We're just gonna drill that into your heads, but where else? Oh, me. I'm King V _the ruler on Instagram and _watch my throne on Twitter. And Mike, where can they find you?
Well, when I am not on the website for our merchandise, I am actually on Twitter, and my Twitter is at DJ Mike EQ. On Instagram, it's Mike _EQ. Where you can probably find me wearing one of these shirts. So make sure that you get your merchandise. We got stickers. And
we got hoodies for the cold weather. You know, it's getting a little brisk out here. We got regular t-shirts. We got premium t-shirts. Get what you want. We got the crop hoodies for those who want to show off some legs and hips and body. And yeah.
All right. And that's all we got. Thank you for joining us on this special edition of Go for the Pin on a different night. B, pull it together. Good job, Mike. Thank you, Knuckles. Make sure you guys follow DJ Knuckles at DJ_Knuckles on Instagram. On Twitter is JPS Music 15. So make sure that you follow him. For Bon G, it's C Thoughts Music. Make sure that you follow Bon G. For Ray, that's not here, but that is a huge supporter of the show that we appreciate so much. Ray the Raw on all social media platforms. Joakim Morales, make sure that you go and follow him and support Battle Club. BattleClubShop.com has all your merchandise for Battle Club Pro. Did I miss anything? Battle Club Pro on everything, also on social media platforms. Go follow Steve Pena because he's going to win.
Yes. See, I see you. You see me. We see each other.
Yeah. Yep. And
just make it up from last time.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have to talk. He's gonna have to talk. I know. Listen, true story. Steve Pena came up to me last time at the last show that we was at. Right. He actually introduced Jody Lee, who's wrestling this weekend to me. But he had said, he's like, yeah, I didn't forget that V isn't rooting for me today. I'm like, yeah, well, I am.
Steve, right. I'm rooting for you this time. You know.
Yeah.
Viva Latino. Like,
right. All right, guys.
He's gonna get me at the show.
Better be careful. Steve, he's when he gets into like cold Steve Pinion mode, he's a different person, you know what I mean? So yeah. We'll see you guys at JobberSlam 2. Thank you as always for everybody watching, listening, spreading the word.
Yeah.
Anything. We appreciate all y'all. Have a good evening and make sure that you support Battle Club. We will see you guys next time on Go for the Pin, and we'll leave you with this poster. Good night, everybody.